Hi, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy off day to me. So, the girls came over last night, okay? Well, first of all, yesterday, I took out my little step ladder and I got on said step ladder and I sprayed all around this thing, hood range thing, for as far as the arm could reach, all the way to the top, on the sides, all that stuff. I got this side clean with a little bit of that spray Dawn and a wet cloth, right? So then I get off of said stool and I go around to the other side of the bar to where I was going to clean the other side of this thing, okay? But then I noticed that that hanging light right there looked terrible. It was awful dirty. So my little brain, with all them initials that run around in it, whatever you want to call it, squirrel, I said, oh, let me go ahead and clean that. So I grabbed, I got all kind of cleaning products sitting out, but I grabbed my little cleaning cloth and my little Windex whatever spray, and I sprayed it and I cleaned it. I'm so proud of myself. That thing's shining like a brand new penny. And I just went on about my business and forgot all about cleaning the backside of this thing. So the girls come over last night and we're all just standing in here. Phoenix is eating popcorn. Naomi grabs the wet rag. Well, damp, damp. And she starts just wiping down countertops. I was like, whatever, hey, do it, right? So then I was like, hey, can you clean the back side of this? I said, you can use a stool and crawl up and stand on the bar. And she comes around here and she pulls the stool out and she says, Miss Tracy, all you have to do is climb up here and stand on here. You can still do that, right? Yes, I can still do that, child. I said, I was cleaning it this morning, and then initials happened, okay? And then I cleaned that, and she said, wow, that's never looked so good. Shut up. Can you just get up on the countertop and clean the backside of this thing for me? So she did. She used a little bit of my Dawn spray, and she wiped all around the backside of this thing. But I was like, don't try to figure my brain out, okay? Because there's too many initials going on, okay? Just ignore the rug propped up there. It was in my office, and I have rolled it up. I guess I'm going to donate it because I don't know where else to put it. I don't really have another room. I guess I could put it in my craft room. Anyway, that's why it's there. It's because I'm still trying to decide if I want to donate it or just put it in another room. But it's a big rug. So it won't go in my bedroom because these bedrooms are kind of small in these 1960s homes, I mean, it might, but I'd have to pick up my adjustable frame with the mattress on it to put it. I ain't got that in me to pick that up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to even move the mattress. I was talking to Lisa yesterday at work, and we was talking about the tornadoes that came through, and she said where she was fine. I said, well, that's funny because I was getting alerts on my phone for Kennesaw, Ackworth, and Cartersville, where you live, and I was quite concerned, and you were just sleeping. I'm glad one of us stayed awake. But anyway, she said, where would you go in a if there was a tornado? And I said, well, a lot of people said to get in the bathroom, in the bathtub. I said, but there's a window right next to the bathtub, so I don't know. I think I'd just get in the hall to be away from all the windows. And she said, no, you get in the bathtub and pull a mattress over you. Do I look like I can lift a mattress? Okay, maybe them old-timey mattresses, from a long time ago that you could just flip with one hand. These new mattresses, you can't lift them. I can't lift them. It takes all I've got just to scoot it back over when it gets off kilter on the bed. I can't be lifting a mattress. She said, oh, well, we've got a kid's mattress because she's got a granddaughter. And her baby bed turned into a toddler bed. And she said it's got a decent mattress on it. And she said, I told Jay we'll go climb in the tub and lay this on top of us. And then she started laughing and said, can you picture me and Jay trying to get in that bathtub? I said, no. No, I cannot, because it's not one of those big bathtubs. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bathtub. I can't picture that at all. Y'all would be very close quarters, though, with that mattress on top of it. I would die. I would die. I would die if I had to lay in anything with another human with a mattress on top of us. No, I would suffocate, okay? It's smother and suffocate together, suffocate. You just go ahead and kill me now, okay? All right, I'm about to go take Penny for a walk, and I'll be back, okay? Okay. Speaking of Lisa, we had lunch yesterday from Jim and Nick's Barbecue. Now, it's not my all-time favorite barbecue, okay? That's Williamson Brothers, 2 locations around here, Marietta and Canton, Georgia, okay? This isn't a paid advertisement for Williamson Brothers. I'm just saying I love their barbecue, okay? That's all I'm saying. However, we go to Williamson. I wish. It's too far from the office to just go. Ugh. Anyway, we go to Jim and Nick's yesterday, and we both ordered a salad. Now, of course, I get mine without the cheese because, you know, I got the dairy allergy. She gets hers with the cheese, and we both got pork, I think. Anyway, it was a good salad. Well, we love our Thousand Island dressing, okay? And I said, look, I need to run in Target and get some water for the office because we're out. So I'll just pick up a bottle of Thousand Island dressing, and we can have it on our salads. It's perfect, okay? So we do that, and we eat our salads, and they are so good and delicious and yummy, and it had all the different lettuces and spinaches and arugulas and all the things in it, and it was just delicious. And then they have these little kind of sweet corn muffins that are just packed full of cheese. And I'm just sitting there looking at them. Now, we ordered salad dressing with our meals because I had not made the decision to go buy the Thousand Island because both of us love Thousand Island. And I said, I tell you what, I'm going to buy some Thousand Island and keep it at the office. That way, when we want a salad from somewhere, we'll just have our own dressing because a lot of restaurants have stopped serving Thousand Island. I don't know why. They're revolting against quite possibly the best dressing ever. But, you see, I can't have ranch because it's got milk in it. And I don't like barbecue sauce on my salad, and that leaves honey mustard, and I don't really like honey mustard on a barbecue salad, okay? Anyway, I'm sitting there staring at that cheesy goodness of a muffin that they put in my container, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to take a little bite. So I tried to break off the cheese. You know, I was trying to dig around and just get a bite without the cheese. I took 2 of the tiniest little bites that you've ever seen in your life of this muffin. And y'all, within 10 minutes, the roof of my mouth was itching and I was sneezing. That's how allergic to dairy I am. But I was sitting there looking at Lisa, and she was eating her little cheesy muffin, and I was getting angry at life in general, not at Lisa, that I can't have that cheesy muffin, you know. And then she got this barbecue ranch dressing that she was going to put on her salad. But since I got the Thousand Island, she just had it to the side. I said, will you... Wait, I'm telling you a story. You need to look back at me. I said, will you do me a favor? And she said, of course. What do you want me to do? I said, take that cheesy muffin and just dip it in a little bit of that barbecue ranch. Just do it for me, okay? And she did, and her eyes lit up, and she looked so overjoyed. And then she looked at me and said, oh, it's not good at all. You're not missing anything. And I was like, you a lie. It is good, isn't it? I knew it would be. That's okay, though. I'm fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, and lastly, the girls come over. Like I said, Naomi's here. Oh, I think she's on my phone. I'm in the middle. Phoenix is on the other side of me. She's got the iPad. She's playing some game. She starts singing a song. And I thought, that's a weird song. I don't know all their music because they listen to a different type of music than I do. Mainly, it's been recorded in probably the last 5 years. But she's over there singing a song. And I was like, what are you singing? And the child looks at me and says, my dad's Indian. Okay. Congratulations. I still don't know what you're singing. And she goes, well, it's his music. Okay. She's just going to town over there playing that little game. I said, do you even know what you're saying? She said, no. I said, okay. But she was singing it. Whatever it was, she was singing it. Some Indian music. She said, that's what my dad listens to. I was like, okay. So I started singing with her, and she said I was doing it wrong. Who knows? Unless you're Indian, who knows if we're doing it wrong? We don't know. I don't know that you're doing it right. So there. You can't speak Indian. You can barely speak English. I'm just kidding. She speaks perfectly good English. Anyway, we're having a very busy and stressful day, as you can see, at Tracy Try's Hacienda. I don't know. Yeah, and I'm going to probably do some more cleaning of things on my own without asking Naomi to help me, since she had to tell me how to get on the back side of the cabinet. I was like, girl, I know how to. I climb up this stool and I stand on that countertop to clean the back of this thing way more than you know. Okay? I can do it. I just thought since you're here and you're young and you're bendy that you could just go ahead and do it. And she did it without complaining, but she was like, all you got to do is stand up here. And then she got back down on the stool when she was getting down, and she stepped down off of it, and then she stepped back on it. She said, and then she stood back up, and she said, you know how Mama would want to get off of this stool? I said, how? She said she'd want to jump. I said, your mama needs to learn better than that, because we're too old to be jumping off of a 3-foot stool, okay? She said, I know, I told her that. Don't jump, Mama. Just step down. These kids. These kids. Anyway, hope y'all have a great day. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. We hope he's coming back soon, because people are crazy. And I'll talk to you on the next one, okay? Toodles.